In a quiet forest nestled between whispering hills and a silver-blue river, there lived a small owl named Luna. Luna wasn't like the other owls in her tree. While the others were serious and focused on hunting, Luna spent her nights gazing up at the sky. She loved the night not because it was dark, but because it sparkled. She would sit on her favorite curved branch, the one that looked like a smile, and whisper, "Good evening, stars. Do you have a story for me tonight?" The stars twinkled in response. Luna liked to think they were winking back at her, like old friends. She had a curious heart and a calm soul. Sometimes, she'd stay so still under the stars that even fireflies would land on her feathers, thinking she was part of the forest. One special night, just as the sky turned a rich midnight blue, something unusual happened. Luna looked up and gasped softly. The moon was smiling. It wasn't just a curve of light. It was a warm, kind, glowing smile, like the kind your mother gives you when she tucks you in. "Moon?" Luna asked gently. "Why are you smiling tonight?" To her surprise, the moon replied in a soft, musical voice. "Because tonight, I am weaving a blanket of stars to wrap the world in dreams." "A blanket of stars?" Luna echoed, wide-eyed. "Yes. Every kind act, every loving moment, becomes a thread of light. And with those threads, we weave the blanket that helps the world sleep peacefully." Luna blinked in awe. "Can I help?" The moon beamed even brighter. "Of course, little owl. I was hoping you'd ask." And so, Luna set off into the night, wings silent, heart glowing. She didn't need to fly far, kindness was everywhere. She glided over the meadow where two little raccoons shared a piece of fruit, giggling softly. She hovered near a family of foxes. One baby fox gave its last berry to its smaller sibling and gently tucked its tail around them both. Each moment sparkled faintly in the air, as if kindness had its own glow. The light drifted upward in the form of tiny threads, soft and shimmery, like spider silk woven from starlight. Luna gently gathered each thread with her feathers and placed it in a little pouch made of cloud fluff the moon had gifted her. Deeper into the forest Luna flew, careful not to wake the sleeping animals below. She passed a deer who had laid her fawn in a nest of moss, humming a lullaby only forest mothers knew. A squirrel curled around a tiny seed as if it were treasure. A turtle rested on a lily pad, dreaming slowly. Each dream, each cuddle, each soft breath created another glowing thread. Luna whispered, "Thank you," every time she gathered one. She floated gently above the lake, where stars reflected like tiny lanterns. A family of ducks nestled in the reeds, heads tucked beneath their wings. One by one, she collected all these star threads, quiet moments, kind gestures, peaceful dreams, and her pouch began to glow. When her pouch was full, Luna soared back up to the moon. "Here they are," she whispered. The moon opened a giant silver loom across the sky. It was made of moonbeams and echoes of lullabies. Together, they began to weave. The moon guided the threads like a weaver's fingers, and Luna helped place each one just right. They created patterns, swirls of hope, zigzags of laughter, and soft spots of comfort that pulsed gently like a sleeping heart. As the threads became stars, they blinked into the sky one by one. The sky glowed brighter with peace, not light. It was the kind of brightness that made you feel safe and warm, even if you were just a small owl in a big, big world. The moon turned to Luna. "Would you like to see how the blanket helps?" Luna nodded. They looked down, and the forest shimmered under the blanket's gentle glow. A little mouse stopped tossing and turning and snuggled into its leaf bed. A grumpy badger, known for never sleeping well, let out a deep sigh and began to snore. Even the wind, which was always rustling and wandering, slowed down and curled into a breeze. The world was resting. "You've done so well," the moon whispered. Luna blushed, though it's hard to tell when an owl blushes. "Can I do this again tomorrow?" she asked. The moon chuckled, a sound like wind chimes and soft clouds. "Every night the world needs rest, and every night it needs a little help. You're always welcome to return." Then, from the moon's glow, something floated down, a single feather, made of light and lullabies. "Keep this," the moon said. "It's a piece of tonight's magic." Luna tucked the glowing feather under her wing, feeling its warmth pulse gently like a tiny heartbeat. She flew home just before dawn. Her nest, high in a tall tree, felt cozier than ever. She placed the moon feather beside her and curled up in a circle, her fluffy wings wrapped around her like her own little blanket. The stars blinked down at her. "Thank you, Luna," they whispered. The moon, still smiling, winked once before dipping below the horizon. And just before Luna drifted into her own dreams, she whispered back, "Good night, world. Sleep well under your blanket of stars." Some say if you look very closely on quiet nights, you'll see a small silver owl flying across the sky, collecting dreams, cuddles, and giggles. If you happen to be kind before bed, maybe by helping a sibling, hugging your parent, or sharing your favorite toy, you might just see your good deed float up and become part of the blanket. And maybe, just maybe, Luna will find it.